Hey, this is Tony with Join Us. Let me start my video so you can see my face. There it is. Hey, I'm hiring a regional sales manager, but let me just tell you what Join Us is. You kind of need to get a better understanding of what we do and what this thing is behind me. I'm part of Join Us. We're about we're approaching probably 60 million now in sales with all the new contracts that we've signed. We have offices, branches all throughout the Southeast, Texas, California. We're international. We're in South Korea, opening up Vietnam, and some of the new contracts I mentioned, we're now expanding to Covington and up to Commerce. So from a staffing side, and I know you know staffing because that's your background, nice branch network. That space we have on lockdown within the Korean automotive space. We work with all the Korean companies that have moved over here from South Korea. We have relationships with all those expats. We're extremely well known in that space. That's not where we want to grow. Okay, I'm contacting you because I want to have you leverage your background and understanding of sales and selling staffing solutions into American-based businesses. So our goal now is to expand out of the Korean space and get into the American businesses, the American-run leadership companies, and build those companies around our existing branch offices, and also just strategically move into areas that you know are growing. So again, I mentioned Southeast, Northeast is of interest to us. Texas, we just opened up another branch office in Texas because Tesla moved there, and we are a key supplier there. So we've now moved to Texas. We have that Texas branch going, and California is a great market for us as well. Now, in addition to staffing, we have direct hire. And that's my actual expertise is in direct hire. My teams are all focused on contingency and retained search. And we do work within those Korean businesses as well. And you can kind of see from behind me, you know, what is that? It says winning at work. That is my podcast logo. I've got a podcast that I run for the food and beverage industry, and I attract CEOs, founders, basically all the VP kind of C-level folks to come talk about their company, their brand, their mission, what makes them better, different, special. It's like a PR arm for them. They love coming on because, let's face it, they get to broadcast and share more and more information about what it is they are doing. In fact, I'm going to pull up my podcast now here. I want to show you. There we go. So the reason I'm showing you this is twofold. Number one, as a salesperson, you need a hook. You need a way to get in the front door to talk to new companies that may not know you. And a podcast is a great way to do it. And I came up with this idea a couple of years ago, and it's just been money. So I've done almost 110 episodes now. These are all leaders within the food and beverage space. So here they are. I'm not going to go through them all, but Chief Revenue Officer, CEO, founder, board member of a big private equity firm in the plant-based space. Here's the founder of the Naked Collective. They do non-alcoholic beer and these functional drinks. Functional drinks right now are really hot, and he runs this company. New brand, bottled wine in a can. It's kind of a new thing. CBD, plant-based food, on and on and on. Look at all these episodes. Look at all these executives. And here's CEO of Nadamu. Here's CEO, president, co-founder of Eclipse Foods, another plant-based company. So it's just a tool that I use to get into the food and beverage space. And that's a space that we want to expand. So let me put a bow on this thing and just kind of wrap it up so you understand what we're doing. Regional sales manager is going to open up more staffing business in the American business. Then they're going to open up staffing and direct hire contingency retained in the food and beverage space. This is hot. This is where we really want to go and grow. So you're going to push into that area as well. I have some a couple unique recruiters that are Korean bilingual. So we could take on a few more direct hire Korean businesses. There's a couple areas of the country that I'm interested in, California and the Northeast. So you could probably, dabble in that. But that is really what my regional sales manager is going to do. And I don't have anyone in sales solely. That's all that they do. Because currently I have selling, branch managers. Well, you know how it is as a branch manager, and you're dealing with a million things, so you can't spend all your time selling. So, and the same on the direct hire side. You get business in, you kind of switch over and begin to execute on your searches. So, this is our first actual 100% fully dedicated sales role. So, you kind of are going to be working with me to create the playbook, work out our strategy, go to market, create a nice pipeline, and start executing and knocking these things down. And as you do that, we can expand the team. We can add more people, and you can just kind of all the way up. Sky is the limit. I know that sounds, you probably hear that a lot, but I mean, truly, there is no one in this role. So you truly can make it into something that you see and you have a vision. And the CEO that I report to, Eric Lee, big thinker, big visionary, wants to be on every continent. We're private now. One day we want to be public. We want to be on the New York Stock Exchange. That's a big goal. So yeah, this is an introduction to who we are. So go ahead and respond, if you will, on LinkedIn, and let me know if you want to just have a quick Zoom. We'll chat. And if you want to find out more about the food and beverage space, highly recommend checking out that podcast, Winning at Work. Tons of cool companies. You can get a better feel for the kind of people that I'm working with. So that's it. Hopefully I'll see you soon on a Zoom.